shout out to all the moms for Happy Mother's Day, all the big sisters who help out, and all of the aunties who loves to take you shopping. Shout out to all the moms for Mother's Day. Friends, it's your girl Bonnie. I am back with another effing video. Today's video is all about my April goals and my goals for May and the plans to knock it all out. If you are new here, I make content on cozy activities, life growth, motivation. You'll find all that here. But if you're interested, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment down below. What are you working on this month? And we'll go from there. Let's jump right into my goals that were for April. So to start off, we're gonna start with health and fitness. Last month I had the goal of working out 4 times a week, every week for the month of April. And I started this goal right after my birthday. And I am happy to say that your girl was hella consistent last month when it came to working out. Also, to talk about health and wellness, I was able to cook more at home. I did a great job just overall planning meals and eating at home. I did have like 2 or 3 outing meals that weren't planned, but considering that I used to eat out probably 3 to 4 times a week, I think that is a crazy goal for me. So I was really happy to see that I was able to hold that down. Next section I wanted to talk about is self-care and wellness. So the goals that I have for self-care was just ultimately, 1, making time for myself. That was really hard. Everyone knows that I work really, really hard and I get fixated on getting work done. So I told myself I was going to schedule time for myself once a week where I could do whatever I want. I could stay up late, I could watch movies, I can binge gaming, whatever I wanted. And I loved it. I ended up doing it on Wednesdays because Thursday is my off day for workouts. So I would stay up a little bit later because I could sleep in on Thursdays, and I loved it. I was playing video games like Princess Peach, coloring, and doing a bunch of just like cozy activities. And I would wake up a little bit later, but I woke up in time for shower and then work. So when it comes to the health and wellness and self-care that I had planned, again, another goal, crushed it, slammed it, dunked it. And then another goal that I had was just like my environment. And honestly, I was so late on spring cleaning this year. I was just kind of like, this is a lot. And a part of me really struggled to actually get it done because I was so busy with family activities that I just didn't have the time to do it. But I digress. I was actually able to clean out my closet, swap out clothes. So now all the spring and summer things are in my main closet, and all the winter things like blankets and things like that are officially put away. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. And then last but not least, reflection time. I created a lot of different things that allowed me to reflect on my day around my environment. So I added calendars to the kitchen. So I have a calendar for just like event, me and my husband to kind of be on the same page. And then I also have a separate calendar that I just currently write food on. So I'm meal prepping. I see it. It's easy to access. So I'm never like, oh no, what's for dinner? So those are just a few things that I implemented, some healthy habits that I implemented last month, and it was a huge success. I'm very happy about it. So let's talk a little bit about my last goal, which was weight loss. I know we talked about health, we talked about the mental, we talked about the environment. How successful was it, right? The results were success, success, success. I actually lost 10 pounds last month. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but huge, huge, huge win was that I was consistent. I was not trying to force myself to lose weight. I was more invested in the baby steps, implementing healthy habits. And that went well, and that is what the results looked like. So it was great. I'm happy about it, and I'm going to continue this going into the next month. Now, let's talk about the month of May. So here we are. It is officially May 13th, so I am a little bit behind on setting goals for this month. And honestly, I recorded my plans for May already in my planner. I just haven't got a chance to sit down and record the update. So just know I've been doing all these things. It just took me a little while to get here, okay? Let's jump into my goals for the month of May. 1, I am going to continue my healthy habits I've created for the month of April. Yes, May has some great events going on, but I want to make sure that I am consistent. Eating healthy 5 times a week is still very, very much the goal. I don't have a weight goal at all. I'm not working towards a certain weight because I realize that people work towards a certain weight, and once they get there, the habit itself tends to dwindle, and I'm not focusing on that. I just want to feel good. I want to be healthy. I want to move my body. And that's all I am concerned about. In addition to that, I really want to work on my water intake. That has been the struggle for me for the most part. I am doing really good on just 1 coffee a day, and it's like a protein premier coffee. It's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely helped me as far as what I'm intaking early in the day. I have this giant water bottle, and my goal is to just knock out the 64 ounces a day. I don't know what it is, but I struggle so much when it comes to water intake. I'm good with working out. I'm good with doing all the other healthy habits. Water is the struggle. So my goal for this month is going to be 1 64-ounce jug of water a day, and we will go from there. Next, I want to continue to implement a plan for food. Ever since I started meal prepping and planning out my food for the next week, 1, my grocery bill went down. That's a big one. 2, less waste when it comes to food. But 3, I'm having a lot more fun with cooking. I'm trying a lot of different recipes, so I see it as a win, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. The next goal that I have for the month is actually going to be, surprisingly, having more fun. So my fun for the month is actually a lot more than I originally planned. This month, me and my husband are going on a trip to celebrate our first year married. We've been together 6 years, and then it'll be our wedding anniversary the next week after. So 6 years, we'll be going to Florida. So that is going to be a little bit of fun, which does take a little bit more planning than the normal events, but I shall take it. I have a few different friend dates that I have planned. So I have a few different video chats with a few friends there. And then lastly, I have a concert at the end of the year. Now, with all of that put together, I also am planning, like, helping my sister plan her birthday event, and then I'm also planning my husband's event in August. So finance goals this month, I just want to have a couple extra $100 added to the savings, but I know it's going to be a little bit difficult with the type of events I have this month. So finance goals this month are a little bit less. I have been consistently putting 25% of my paycheck, every other paycheck, in our savings account, but this month's a little bit harder. And to kind of talk a little bit more about finances, I did pretty good as far as like a lot of shopping in the beginning of this month. And that's mostly because I'm working on the environment as well as I've been buying a lot of books lately and I need to chill. Last night my husband's like, yeah, you got a book you buy. And I'm like, I didn't buy it. Someone sent it to me. He's like, yeah, but you've been buying a lot of books. I was like, maybe I should just go on a ban for a little bit. And I'm like, how long? And he puts up 5 figures, right? And I'm like, okay, 5 days, 5 weeks, I was like, 5 years? He's like, no, 5 months, no books, no buying books. Catch up on the ones you just bought. Ooh, that's harder. That's harder. That's really hard for me. Also, I don't like when he tells me no, so I'm just like, what do you mean no? Anywho, I don't know if that's the spoilest thing I've ever said, but I don't care. It's his fault. He spoils me all these years, and then he randomly says stuff like no, and I'm like, what do you mean? Anywho. But with that, I am going to slow down and listen to my husband on the book buying and take care of the events that we have planned and going on for the next month or so. So that is the plan. As far as environment, I am still working on our patio. I originally went to the stores and was looking at things for the patio and I didn't find what I wanted. So I'm still working on the patio space so I can write my journals in the morning and also have just like a cozy spot that's outside of the house so I can get some fresh air, okay? I plan on doing some yoga out there too. So I just want to make sure it is up to par before I'm out there. My husband doesn't care. He will sit out there and just like a chair and he's happy. But like I keep telling him, the husband is responsible for buying the house. The wife is responsible for making it a home. So I digress, but those are all my plans for the month of May. I'm trying to keep things simple. I'm trying to keep things moving, but I want to be realistic in creating habits. It takes time, it takes motivation, and it takes consistency. So I don't want to tack on a ton of goals and then be disappointed when they don't work out. I am working on balance. I am playing the long game. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Oh my goodness. It's so many good things coming our way. So be patient with yourself. Know that you are working towards a version of you that you've never ever been. So of course you got to do some things you never ever did and you got to find out what works. So thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below what's one goal that you have for the month of May and how are you going to keep yourself accountable? For me, if I can be consistent, y'all, we'll see what we look like, feel like, our environment is by the end of this year. But yeah, I'm your girl Bonnie. Again, thank you for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next one.